Well, hello and welcome to the Transits in You with my Psychic Connection. I am Squirrel and I am going to be walking you through the transits and the energies going on in the sky around us this week of June 22nd through June 28th, 2023. Got the year this time, y'all. So keep in mind that the transits do affect us more strongly or less strongly due to our own personal charts, but they are indeed, even if they're not affecting you real strong, they are indeed affecting everyone around us to a different degree. If you would like to know how the transits affect you personally and to what degree, take the time to find your favorite astrologer. I hope it's me. And and get you an astrology reading to see how that works. And if it is me, you can find me at www.mypsychicconnection.com, and we have other astrologers there as well, just in case it isn't. But boo, no, they are all fantastic. Just kidding. There, got some really good astrologers in our little gang. So we're going to start the day off, or the week off, with Thursday, June 22nd. And I got a whole lot going on in this chart over here, so bear with me, okay? So the sun just transited to Cancer yesterday, and as it transited, it went into an immediate sextile with Jupiter and Taurus. So this is actually a really good time with that sextile to start a new enterprise or career. It's some excellent energy, and with Jupiter and Taurus, it's a money-making machine. So if you've had an idea or you're brewing up an idea, now is the time to work on that. So the sun in Cancer is also trining Pisces, Saturn in Pisces retrograde. So pay attention to your home and your loved ones during this time. Focus on long-term goals will be really intense during this aspect. And that does tie in with that sextile between the sun and Jupiter as far as long-term goals if you want to start a new enterprise. So you do want to focus on that career, but you really want to take the time to put time and energy into your home and your family as well. Also, Mercury in Gemini is now sextile with Mars in Leo, as well as with Venus in Leo. So this new connection to Mars speeds up our minds and our reflexes. It's going to be on, y'all, especially the quick wit and even our physical reflexes. This is really cool. So we'll experience a stronger drive to succeed with an extra purpose and initiative. Courage and fighting spirit will be high. Make sure the fighting spirit doesn't get too out of hand, though. But this is fantastic. Use that fighting spirit to say, I can. And this will be fantastic. In addition, okay, Mercury in Gemini is also at a square. I need a speech therapist, y'all. It's at a square to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Now, the challenge here will be balancing work and play, and it's going to be at an all-time high. Tomorrow, we'll begin to feel that duality easing off as they separate, but that square, you've got Mercury, our brain, our mind in Gemini, which can be really playful and very spontaneous. And then we've got Saturn retrograde in Pisces, and Saturn is all about rules and responsibilities. So you got our thinking mind going play, 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 and our inside Saturn going work, work, work. So it will be hard to separate the two. Be sure to find that balance. It's a big challenge, but you can do it, especially with that trine between the sun and Saturn and the sextile between the sun and Saturn. Now, Venus in Leo is still square Jupiter in Taurus, and this is giving us a strong need for more affection and sensuality. This square also heightens the need to indulge in luxury. So if you're careful with your budget and you're aware of this budget, the square is excellent for strengthening relationships. And how do they go together? Good for strengthening relationships, but also be paying attention to your budget, because don't try to strengthen those relationships with presents and signs of affection that cost money if your budget can't afford it. Just don't overspend. Pay attention to your budget, because the awareness is half the battle, all right? And Jupiter in Taurus still has a sextile with Saturn in Pisces retrograde, giving us stamina and stability in regards to responsibilities. So that can help offset that little Gemini to Pisces square going on earlier. Use this energy to help battle that, because you're going to need it. It's like you're going to find yourself wanting to play a whole lot. So be sure to hang out with us tonight at My Psychic Connection with the Cackling Witch's Den with Psychic Rose at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there, all right? That brings us to Friday. Whew, there was a lot going on Thursday. Oh, and for Thursday, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I would be totally horrible if I didn't say happy birthday to my beautiful husband. I love you. Happy birthday, baby. A lot going on in the sky today. So now we can jump to Friday. Yay. Okay. So the only major change today is that the moon moves into Virgo at 6:35 a.m. Eastern. So practicality and organization will come into play in a really positive way. Utilize this time by ironing out any nagging details. So Virgo energy is really good for ferreting out what needs to be done and the details of it. Just be sure not to try to be overly perfect, okay? Because that Virgo moon brings in some desire for perfection too. No such thing, seriously, no such thing. Do your best and then do a step better and you'll be all right. So this will be the last day of the sextile between Mercury in Gemini and Mars in Leo. So that was a beautiful sextile, but enjoy it today while it lasts, all right? So tonight we have, oh yeah, My Psychic Connection VIP show with me, Psychic Skwirl. I was reading it wrong. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, we have the VIP show tonight, and you can buy your tickets at www.journeyryanlive.com, and that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So bring your questions, and I'll see you there. So that brings us to Saturday, June 24th, 2023. Again, no changes to the transits. Everything's the same today as it was yesterday. Just rewind a little bit if you want to know what's going on. And don't forget, there are no shows on Saturday, but no live shows. You can always catch the awesome dailies that we're always having, and we're going to be introducing more too. We've got the card of the day with Cassidy the Card Slinger, and we've got angel numbers of the day with Destiny K. Y'all make sure to check those out. They are on the YouTube. Oh my God, I'm so old. They are on YouTube, so go check them out. And you'll be addicted in no time. And if you're already addicted to the live shows and you're jonesing for a show today, go check those out. June 25th, Sunday is next. 2023 still, hey? So at 6:57 p.m. Eastern, the moon will transit into Libra. So focus on creating some order in your personal surroundings. If you're finding things are cluttered, or you're finding that things just aren't going with balance, like everything's all good, which can be too much, I promise, or everything's all bad, focus on bringing and creating some order for that, all right? So the sun in Cancer is still sextile with Jupiter in Taurus and Saturn, trining with Saturn in Pisces retrograde, directing even more focus on our home and family life. Venus and Mars are conjunct in Leo, and that really can bring that some serious not only sexual tension but playful tension, and wanting to move forward in a playful way but still get things done. I love that conjunction. And Jupiter in Taurus is still sextile to Saturn in Pisces retrograde. Overall, today is really fantastic for strengthening family ties and friendships. And it's Sunday, you guys, so spend some family time today. Make sure if the bonds have decreased or they're rotting on the vine, this is a really good day to reach out and bring the family back together. So don't forget, we have weekly shows at the YouTube channel as well. We've got the Transits and You with AstroSkwirl, that's me, and we've got Spilling the Tea, which is awesome, reading of tea leaves with psychic energy. So you guys check those out and keep your eyes open for all the new shows that we're bringing in that are recorded on YouTube specific only. Ring that bell so you can be notified when anything new comes in. Subscribe and ring the bell. You guys, we got some great stuff lined up. And that brings us to Monday, June 26th. So, wow, our thought processes are going to take like a major turn today. So Mercury is coming out of playful, wild, wide open, spontaneous Gemini, and it's moving into Cancer at 8:24 p.m. Eastern. This will move us from a desire of quantity and excess and fun and spontaneity to the need for quality in terms of information we're seeking. Gemini likes quantity, Cancer likes quality. So if you're learning something or you've been learning something, this is going to take a turn to where you dive deeper into it and not the surface learning. So our interest will be more focused on what affects us personally. Be aware that our thoughts will be more governed by emotion than logic, so it could be difficult to be objective at this time. If you are coming into something emotionally, make sure you're looking at it from the right perspective and that you're not overreacting. And it's not that Cancer always overreacts, y'all. It's more of we are processing our thoughts through emotion and through memory of what has happened before. So a good example is if somebody said something to you in a really negative way and it really impacted you, and it was said snarkily, but it wasn't really necessarily an insult, the words themselves, but the snark of it got you really upset and caused issues. If somebody else is saying the same words to you, pay attention to the inflection. Pay attention to how it's said, because they might not be meaning it as an insult. If there's no snark, it's not the same thing. That's what I mean, okay? So, the Sun in Cancer is going to be conjunct Mercury in Cancer. So as soon as Mercury goes into Cancer, I had to look at that. I was going cross-eyed. As soon as Mercury goes into Cancer, it brings us that conjunct. So this transit really helps you put your thoughts into practice. It gives you an opportunity for successful forward movement, because the Sun, the core of our personalities and our thought processes, or that of the transits, they're in tandem. They're working together. They're not separate animals. They are the same thing. They're both in Cancer. Be sure to interject logic and reality into the plans moving forward. And Cancer cardinality, Cancer get up and go, let's do this, will make those plans take off like a skyrocket. Absolutely beautiful. All the other transits from the week are still in place. We got a lot of transits going on right now. So tonight We have Psychic K, the Intuitive Empath, at 10 p.m., followed by the Mythology of Astrology, the Story of Cancer with AstroSkwirl at 11 p.m. So if you guys want to know the mythology behind the constellation, come on. And before then, definitely check out Psychic K, because they're all epic shows, but she's just got some pizzazz to her. So June 27th, Tuesday. All right. Okay. Buckle up. Okay. A lot, and I mean a lot of water energy is in action with the transits today. So be aware that emotions are ramped up and can be seriously overwhelming. So I'm going to break it down from you sign by sign, or aspect by aspect. So we've got the Sun and Mercury are conjunct in Cancer. The Sun in Cancer is sextile Jupiter in Taurus. The Sun in Cancer is trining Saturn in Pisces. Mercury in Cancer is trining Saturn in Pisces. And Jupiter in Taurus is sextile to Saturn in Pisces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All water, Cancer or Pisces. All right, that's a whole lot of water energy. Things may be a little hectic today. Granted, they are all considered positive aspects, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So, seriously, check yourself today. So the only aspect today that doesn't involve emotional energy is the conjunct between Venus and Mars in Leo. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, either in a good way or a bad way, use this aspect's energy to take some time to do something that is fun or exciting, and you don't have to think about all the emotions. Just for a little minute. You don't have to use it to escape the emotions altogether, because these transits are in the sky to make us aware of these emotions. It's going to bring out some past stuff and give us the opportunity to work with it instead of pout about it. And it's going to bring up some new things so that we are aware of what we are going through or what we are experiencing. So just step away from it for a little minute with that Venus and Mars in Leo energy, but then tackle it head on when you're ready. All right? So tonight, we've got Psychic Energy, the Metaphysical Crone, at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if y'all are feeling this today and you're like, wow, what the hell is going on? Visit Psychic Energy tonight. That brings us to Wednesday, June 28th. So it seems like the universe doesn't think we have enough emotional bullshit going on yesterday, because today we add an extra sextile between Mercury in Cancer to Jupiter in Taurus. That's a total of 6 aspects featuring Cancer or Pisces or both. Ugh. So while these aspects, like I said, are considered positive connections that help energy, a positive connection is not always meaning that it's a good thing. That's just the energies that are in an aspect to each other. They oomph each other up. They give each other what they need to ramp up that energy. It helps the energy flow. So for many air or fire signs, all this water energy could be massively overwhelming. Then, okay, you guys, that was a mean laugh, but it's like, it wasn't mean to y'all. It was just really, the moon moves into Scorpio at 4:55 a.m. Eastern, intensifying those emotions. Just take deep breaths today. Be sure to keep yourself grounded. And if it gets too hard, just take a minute to yourself, because that is, the Scorpio energy really is going to focus on those emotions and intensify everything. I'm probably going to stay in the bed with a good book and a hot cup of coffee, if at all possible. y'all do the same until 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Then you can crawl out of them covers and put the book down and come check out We Psychics 3. Oh yeah, my favorite show of the summer season. You guys, you've got Psychic Rose, you've got Psychic K, and you've got Psychic Energy, all in the same room, reading for you, making us laugh, giving you those amazing answers. Be sure to be there, because today is really rough and we're going to need them. All right. Okay, you guys, I hope all of that helped. I hope I didn't scare you off about Wednesday. It will pass. It will pass, but not for a little minute. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. And don't forget, we're always here for you. If you're having a hard time with some of these transits this week, you come see us. Mwah! Bye.
What's this stuff?